All right, I'm going to cut up the largest strawberries, some of the larger ones, for the pie. Now, unlike some people, I'm not a fan of having a pie with the strawberries sticking up like this and then pouring the glaze over it, because then it's hard to cut into the strawberry and get a good bite, and to me it keeps you from getting enough glaze. So me and Chris agree that we need to cut these strawberries into hunks. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this pie plate as a guide as to how many strawberries I need in my pie. And you know, they can be that big. They just need to be big enough that you can get them with your fork and put them in your mouth and have room for them. So just go ahead and chop up enough strawberries. You're going to save enough, at least a cup or so, for a puree to go in your glaze. We're going to make our glaze homemade. We're not going to be using Jell-O today. It's super simple though. If you're going to do a strawberry pie, you're going to really bake your pie crust good first, okay? Now, I didn't go to the trouble of making my pie crust. I have some really good pie crust recipes, but it's my birthday, so I'm taking it easy, working in my pajamas that Nana gave me for my birthday. And all we're going to do is take this pre-made refrigerated pie crust and lay it in the bottom of our pie pan and crimp the edges. And this is one that don't have a lot of extra, but we'll do with what we have. I'm going to put it in the oven and I'm going to bake it at 350 degrees. And I'm going to bake it for a while because with a strawberry pie, it's so wet. You want to make sure and get your pie crust good and toasty. So plan on having it in there until it's nice and golden brown. It'll take it probably at least 15 minutes. All right, your pie shell should be good and done. This one is good and done because a strawberry pie is real liquidy and stuff, and so you don't want it to make it really super soggy. So make sure when you bake your pie crust, you really spend some time in the oven and get it nice and golden colored, okay? This is going to be very simple. Now you can use the stovetop to do this, or you can use what we are going to use, and that is the microwave. Why not? And this is about, it's about a cup, close to, or a little over, really. I will put about a half cup of sugar in them, and we're going to puree them. We're going to use this in our glaze. Okay, there is nothing that I dislike more, I'm sorry, than using a blender. I never use a blender. I just don't like cleaning them. I'm the same way about food processors. I love the stick blenders. They're amazing. They do a great job. And look, that's all you got to do. And that's all you got to clean up. So, lots of times a blender doesn't want to mix up what's in the bottom of it when you don't have a lot in there. You have to really shake it and get it to going. And so I prefer a stick blender. We are going to be using a cup. Well, actually, it's 3/4 cup of water with a, let's see, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then I'm going to add a little extra. So we're going to use 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. There's 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to add another teaspoon in there, okay? Because I want plenty of glaze today. We'll make sure and get plenty of glaze. So you're going to take this cornstarch and water, and you're going to really whisk them well. Make sure you get all that cornstarch off the bottom of the bowl because it's stuck to it already. Now, when this cooks, it'll get clear. Anytime you thicken something with cornstarch, after it cooks, it clears. So you're going to want to always use cornstarch when you're doing a pie or a glaze. And of course, if you're thickening something else like food, you can use flour, but always use cornstarch if it is a dessert. Now, we're going to be using, let's see. A cup of sugar, because we already got a half cup in there, okay? Now we're going to add our puree to it. And if you want yours to be redder, then you could add a little bit of red food coloring to it. But we're going to get this in the microwave and see how it looks after it clears up before we add our color, okay? So I'm going to put it in the microwave to begin with, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Now do not, if you're using your microwave, fail to stop your microwave and get it out and whisk it really well, because the cornstarch can settle while it's sitting in the microwave. If you're going to use the microwave to do puddings, custard, like lemon curd or this, just make sure it does a wonderful job, but you have to be the one that takes it out and whisks it. And I have people tell me a lot that, oh, theirs didn't work, but they just didn't whisk it, okay? All right, here's our pie crust. And see how good it's just sliding around in there? You want it to do that. That's why you want it. We're going to go ahead and place our strawberries in here. And we just took a pie crust and used it as a guide to know if we got enough.
Pie plate.
Oh. We just used a pie plate and used it as a guide to make sure we were going to have enough strawberries in our pie so that we wouldn't puree too many of them. So when you buy strawberries, make sure you get the big container. It's about that big. I don't know what size it is. Just get a bunch of strawberries, okay? Use your judgment. And it's going to take more to cut them up like this than it would if you stood them up on their bottoms. So I just think it's much better to have a pie like this. It's more scrumptious. All that glaze gets in between the little pieces, and boy, is it delicious. And while you're waiting on that microwave, you can pick stuff up and put it up. Beeper's off. Here we come. Now we're going to whisk it really, really well. Take it all the way out. Whisk it as good as you can. Don't skimp. Use your elbow grease. Don't stir it like this. Whisk it. Okay? That's the difference. All right, we're going to get it back in there, and we're going to put it on 2 more minutes. It's going to be delicious. It smells so good. Now that's gelled. That's 2 minutes later, y'all. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. It smells so good. Now I'm going to taste it and make sure it's strawberry enough. It sure does smell like it is. But we're going to taste it. And then I think I will add a couple of drops of red food color to it. Good. All right, it's Mother's Day almost, so we're going to do a couple of things like Mama would say. She would say, put that red food coloring in there. And then she'd say, my goodness, Tammy, take the top off the food coloring. No, I don't have to top off the food coloring. All right. Got the top off of it. Now let's see what we can do. Couple of drops of food coloring. That's 3 drops. Mama would say, beat the dickens out of it. Don't stir it like this. That's what Mama would say. All right. A few more, just to make it pretty. Is that pretty? Now this is really hot. So we're going to pour it over the pie. We're going to get the pie in the refrigerator, and we're going to let it cool before we put our pretty Cool Whip on the top, because I'm going to make a pretty border for it, okay? So right now, all we're going to do is put this gorgeous glaze on top of it. And I did do a recipe, and y'all use my recipe if you want a lot of glaze, because most people don't make enough. Seriously. That's what's so good in the pie. So you gotta have plenty of it, you know. I'm just kind of going in between the strawberries to make sure it gets down in there good. And then we're gonna stick this in the refrigerator. We're gonna let it cool good. And then we're going to come out with it and top it with some pretty Cool Whip before we cut it. And it's my birthday pie. Today's my birthday, y'all. I'm 52 today. And I'm wearing my pajamas all day long that Nana and Papa bought me. That's the life, ain't it? Cooking in your pajamas barefooted. All right, let's get this. And I am using Cool Whip because you know what? My mother loved Cool Whip. So I don't know. You might be like me, because my granny and my mama and Chris's mama and Chris's grannies, they didn't use self-rising flour or flour to make their own pie crust. They bought one at the store because they're too busy raising kids, cleaning house, and feeding the family to be baking a pie crust. That's what they tell you. So we'll be back in a few minutes and top this with my mama's favorite, not whipping cream, but Cool Whip. See y'all in a few. Amy's eating. We just had chili. It's my birthday, so they agreed that they would be on the video because they know that it's important to their mama. All right, so we've got Cool Whip, because that's my mama's favorite. And this is a strawberry pie. It's going to be better than Shoney's because I cut the strawberries in little pieces. Do you want to swirl?
Sure. Where do you want it?
Okay, I'm going to swirl the first one. You just squeeze and swirl and let it go. And hold it right there so we don't squeeze out the top. Okay. Ready?
I want to do this one.
Just come around this.
Okay. I want it to be right here.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
It's perfect. Wow. Make it a little bit bigger and flatter. You're holding it at an angle instead of up and down. That's pretty.
Thank you.
Put out a little bit more. There you go.
There.
Be generous. A lot and close together. There you go.
I feel like that one was the worst one.
Very good.
Keisha,
Yeah.
would you like to try?
Do you want me to make you feel better about yours?
No.
No. Yours look good.
Here. Just hold that.
Oh, this is the easiest thing to ice with. It's Cool Whip. You're gonna learn. That looks good.
Cute.
Yeah, we're both artistic.
Mine are not very flat, but that is okay. There we
But
go.
you're holding it sideways.
Yep.
Kind of hold
Oh,
it
you
up
got
a
a
little bit.
vertical?
Yeah, more vertical.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
was good.
Closer together.
Oh, I see that. I'm a little blind.
She doesn't have very good depth perception.
That too.
There you go. Try to get 3 in there.
I don't know about all that. You get cheap. Oh.
Oh,
no. Get down.
Get back.
There
There
you
you go. Boy, don't that look good? All right, let's finish it.
In the
Ready?
middle. Oh. Wow, with speed.
Wow, way to show us up, Mom.
I'm not showing y'all up.
Put one in the middle.
Yeah. Wow, bullseye.
Yeah.
Should we put a strawberry? Oh, we can't put a strawberry on top because we used them all in the pie.
I decorated
well.
strawberries today.
Y'all ready to slice it and taste it for us? Let's do this. Somebody requested it this week, and I had strawberries in the refrigerator, and I said, well, why not? And I made it on my birthday. So whoever requested it, it wound up being my birthday pie.
Do you normally do a birthday pie? No.
No.
Oh, I was just curious.
It was probably just a request. But just today.
So I want y'all to taste it.
Okay.
Hang on. Everybody just hang on.
All right, when you put your fork in it, Daddy's going to video in slow-mo.
I will
Well-
let you do that.
I'm not going to do it in slow-mo. Just
Well, yeah,
put your...
but-
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't want to put my hand in the video. Wait. Wait. No. No.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it, Amy?
Wait.
Use your
Wow.
hand.
I don't have to use my hand.
Really? You're a natural, Amy.
What do you think?
It's good.
And the crust has to be really good and brown so that it's not soggy on the bottom, and it's not, is it?
Oh yeah, this
Slice
is
it
no.
good.
Oh, this is pretty.
Use your
I don't think I got any of the Just use your crust. hand. I'll go back to that. Get back here.
I like the crust.
It's like a
I know, I love
strawberry
those crusts.
shortcake, but in a pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the juice that you have on a strawberry shortcake.
The crust is absolutely delicious. My mama used to buy frozen ones, and they're not even close to being as good as these refrigerated kind. Because me and Chris actually did a pie crust taste test, and we found out that Walmart's pie crust was actually the best one that's a refrigerated.
And they're rolled up. They're not like a frozen crust already out. They're rolled up, and you roll them out and all that.
They're like where the canned biscuits are.
Yeah.
And they have a Pillsbury, and it come in second runner-up. Okay? So y'all keep that in mind. If you're at Walmart, grab a couple of pie crusts and make a strawberry pie.
Isn't that right, Amy?
Now y'all can say happy birthday to Mama.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Say happy birthday, May.
Happy birthday.
Bye. Thanks for watching Collard Valley Cuts, where we cut.
Like
Like Mama did.
There you go.
Bye. Love ya.